From broke to boss, I flipped the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
Self-dispatch versus the right way to do it.
Yeah, for those that are offering, that self-dispatch, it's actually, in my opinion, meant like right here, a marketing gimmick. Like I don't necessarily, it's not built for just that. It's a lot more complicated than that.
Yes. So, in my opinion, that the only way carrier can let all the owner operators to do the self-dispatch is in the sandbox mode. Meaning that it's already the carrier 100% controls the loads that are in that sandbox. For example, Landstar does it.
Yeah.
The reason we know it's a sandbox mode is because if carrier would allow every owner operator to have a full access to their data account,
Freight guards left and right, man.
the carrier would be toast. It's possible to get it done in a very, very small circle of very, very dedicated people who know each other forever, who would never let you down, almost like a family and the best friends affair, which also gonna go sideways.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we've seen that before. Other than that, it's a chaos because just because you're a responsible owner operator, the guy next to you is gonna burn the relationships for fun. And now everybody coming into the company fresh is gonna say, "Come on, man, I'm a good guy. Just I want to be able to do my own thing."
Yeah.
And now you're faced with a choice. Okay, so what are we doing? We're letting everybody to act on behalf of Voyager, and that's the biggest problem because people will talk nice game, but we're gonna burn your name in no time, and then we're just gonna carry on, and you're gonna be stuck there with your best owner operators.
Feeling the pain
from other people's bullshit. So it's literally mission impossible. So the only way to let owner operators self-dispatch is only the sandbox mode, but then you're not getting the most out of anything. So that's
no, and you're kind of learning how to self-dispatch with training wheels on because you really can't break anything. So you don't really start to learn cancel the load or you don't show up. In that, it doesn't mean anything in that mode.
Yeah, so you only looking at the loads that are already assigned to the carrier, like Landstar again.
Yeah,
because we do that, and here we go. And now you're making those decisions, but those are not the best loads. It's only one carrier's loads.
Yeah, because then that brings us to the next topic. Let's say you're not in that sandbox mode and you're actually out there in the real world, and do brokers even want to talk to 100 of these guys?
No. Nor we would trust it, nor it would be a shit show. I can tell you right now, if we would just to test it, open it up today, we would probably be out of business by the end of the week.
Yeah, and all the chaos that comes. I guarantee you, man, we'd get a freight guard before 3 o'clock. I don't even know what time it is. But
Guaranteed, yes.
So that would be detrimental. All right, so rate negotiation leverages get lost. So the leverage to negotiate gets lost.
Yes, because just like we do not hire every dispatcher that comes across. Now imagine every owner operator is your dispatcher. Not everybody has the skills. Not everybody has the knowledge. Not everybody has a know-how. And now all the mistakes are going to start affecting real people in real trenches. And now it's just an amount of chaos that I don't even know what we're talking about.
At some point I'm like, man, maybe I just have trust issues and I just can't release certain things. But no. Then you think about it a lot deeper and you're like, nah, man. Just imagine those guys when you get the phone call, that one owner operator is like, man, I didn't go because, my truck didn't start or I had this to do, so that's why I didn't go. now he's the one dealing directly with that broker. Who even knows he booked that load? It's just just out there in the middle of nowhere, man, causing damage.
You would have no shows left and right. You would have owner operators who booked a load, and we either gonna play like we didn't know that we actually booked it, or we gonna know everything and we just gonna play dumb and and think it's somehow okay. But that would affect, let's say there are a few very professional people who could handle that, and now we would be burned because that wake of fire left behind those destructive people are gonna affect every single owner operator booking freight under that MC number. It's gonna affect the company holistically, immediately. And even if we would wrap it back into let's go back to our old ways.
Too late.
Tomorrow we can't book a single load.
Nah, shit's gone, man. Yeah. All right. So spot market is timing, not just guessing. What are your thoughts on that?
It is one of the reasons why I don't believe in self-dispatching. Is because it's a guessing game. Unless you are in the market, you are working on multiple trucks at the same time, surrounded by people that do the same thing.
You're shooting ideas back and forth.
You're shooting ideas back and forth. You have all the access because now, you have multiple trucks to cover, so you have multiple brokers working for you at the same time. You're shooting them lists, we're sending you all the offers and everything else. That's because you have volume. Now you are dispatching just you. So just because yesterday Ohio was hot, and now you're chasing, let me go to Ohio. So now you're taking a little less than ideal load to go to Ohio, and now Ohio is not hot. If you would be dispatched by a professional dispatcher,
you wouldn't know.
You would have known that, but you never even had a chance. And that's one of the reasons I never did it, because I knew this is what's up, and I knew that half-assed dispatcher is going to be more effective than my perfection dispatching, just because he's in the trenches, he lives it, and I would be guessing every single load.
Yeah, even though you can be proficient at it if that's all you're doing, but driving and dispatching, yep. So zero accountability for your success.
That's called owner-operator trucking.
Here we go, yeah. So,
well, I think actually if you would be dispatching loads yourself, then you would carry 100% accountability for your own success. As a matter of fact, every time you are pushing your dispatcher outside of his plan, you already accountable for the outcome.
Yeah.
Because how many drivers this week are going to a place that dispatcher would rather never send them to?
Right, but they suggested
just because we decided, at the end of the day, no force dispatch, you control the show. So as a dispatcher, I would be suggesting you, bro, I suggest we go here, there, like this, like that. And let's say you say, man, I want to go to some end of the world and, and lose everything I have there. I would be, okay, this is what I think is going to happen if we do that. I suggest you don't do it. But if you really, really, really want to try, get a helmet, let's go.
Here you go, man. All right. Well, that kind of speaks volumes and bleeds into the next one. How Voyager does it, right? How do we move these guys around? What's the dispatch team?
Again, Voyager's team is built out of seasoned dispatchers. We are all spot market pros, and this is what we do. So we obviously book most of our freight with our regular brokers. So it's not just a load board freight, nor it is a customer freight. Because for customer freight, again, I know it's not a very popular idea, but usually customer freight is cheaper than what we can get on the market.
Yeah.
And so every dispatcher is responsible for a group of trucks. Every dispatcher has a whole network of brokers. We as a company holistically, we have a whole network of brokers. So, everybody shoots each other a list of trucks, and that's how work starts. And, at the end of the day, the dispatcher is carrying responsibility for the outcome of every truck. So if something goes sideways, we know who to blame.
Yeah. And then that kind of leads into the next one. I don't know this topic, man. It's the kind of dispatch that listens to you.
That has to be your mom or wife, I say. I think dispatcher is not supposed to be listening to you. If you need the dispatcher who listens to you, that sounds like this, toxic relationship of some sort. I say you and a dispatcher are the team. That, you need to talk, you need to figure out the limitations of both, come up with a plan, and execute the plan together as a team.
Yeah.
And that's it. There is nothing there to listen. There is nothing there to to feel wormsies about. Like, it's just business. It's trucking. It's let's go make money. Whatever we decided we're gonna do this week, let's get it done. I'll do the planning, booking. You're gonna do the deliveries, and we're gonna come on top at the end of the week.
Yeah, and it even comes back to that where, like you just mentioned before, go to the end of the world, get your helmet. Again, they're challenging you on bad ideas, checks and balances.
Yes,
that's absolutely healthy. Yeah.
If your dispatcher, never pushes back, you probably don't have the best dispatcher, because then he's just an order taker. He doesn't necessarily have a mind of his own.
The scary part about that is that behavior goes to the same when they're negotiating with the broker.
Of course.
So it's not like he just stops it there and,
Just the way you push your dispatcher around, and, that's the same way the smart broker is going to push your dispatcher around. If I'm dispatching and I come across like a weak broker or a new broker, inexperienced broker, I'm going to leverage that against him, to get you as much money as he can.
All right. So what about routes that align with your goals?
It's whatever routes help us to reach the goal. That is the routes that we are shooting for in general. There is another way of looking at it. That would be, for example, dedicated freight is not something that we do on normal basis. However, if you're this owner-operator who wants a dedicated lane, let's say you have some dream lane that you want to have, let's say, leaving Lakeland every Monday, going to Ohio, and then either reloading back to Florida or maybe swinging somewhere else and then going back to Florida. And you want to do it on consistent basis, meaning like every week you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And there is a minimal fluctuation in the money, so we can do that too. So, for example, if you're one of these guys, we're gonna start you off of the running the regular freight, and we're gonna start slowly building the lanes around your plan. At the end of the day, you're still gonna be that's your lane. You're gonna be making the final call. So, for example, every time we're gonna find anything that can be a portion of that route, we're gonna offer it to you. We're gonna talk about price. You can suggest your own price. We can quote it. And at the end of the day, if everything aligns and the money is good and everything is good, we're gonna lock that lane in. But that is your lane. So,
and the responsibility that comes with that is a big piece.
Yes. So, for example, now if it's a regular Monday outbound out of Florida, and all of a sudden you cannot make it happen, we're gonna try to recover it with somebody else. We're gonna talk with our customer, see if we can use somebody else for that week or whatnot. But there is no guarantees that lane is gonna stay yours, because there is a chance every time you're gonna skip a week, you're gonna have the customer exposed to the market again. And let's say it happens during one of those slower markets.
They're going to want to readjust that price.
Yeah, then if we get exposed to the next carrier may snatch that lane from you, and now you just lost it. So it comes with a lot of ownership. That's your lane, that's your customer, you have to protect him, and that's your business.
So here we go, guys.
So, and then at the end of the day, a little by little, let's say we get the first leg of a lane. Once that starts working, then we're gonna find something else to do after the first one, and then the whole circle until you get back to Florida. I say in about 3 to 6 months, you can probably have a nice
round robin,
nice round trip built to your needs.
So here you go, guys. Hey, it is 863-342-5171. Get all the details you need and sign up.
All right, guys, be safe.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.